Pow, Peggy. What we got?
All right, Boog. Up next, we have a 4-time division champ with a 25-0 record and 11 knockouts. Pound for pound, one of the best out. New Jersey's own Shakur Stevenson.
Hey, not Peggy.
Yo.
That's my Michael Buffer, bro.
That's your buffer, bro.
That's my buffer, bro. Did it sound good, bro? I got a future in boxing.
You don't.
Man, hey, man.
You don't.
Hey, man.
You know, the best you can do, Peggy, is hit a bell.
Yeah, all right.
Shakur, boy, how you thinking, bro?
I'm good. When y'all say New Jersey, I gotta say Newark, New Jersey. I gotta let it know that
my bad.
I'm from Newark. So
You got to put that on.
yeah,
My
appreciate
city.
you.
So do you get to claim the Knicks win, or is that a whole different state?
Yeah, who you claiming? Because it ain't.
Nah, I don't claim the Knicks win. We like Jalen Brunson though.
Oh.
And Cat.
Okay. Oh, you a player. You like the players. Like, you cool with the players.
Yeah, for sure.
Team.
Say less. Go ahead, Peggy.
Cool, man. Let's just dive in, bro. Let's talk about today and the big news and announcement that you're going to make today, and how did this decision come to happen?
This decision came to happen because I want to make the biggest and best fights in boxing. So I'm at a point in my career where I want to show that I'm number one. I done showed a lot with T.O., and now we got the rest of the bunch that we've been talking about fighting for years and years. So I'm ready to do it.
And just to be clear, you're locking in with a multi-fight deal with Zuffa, correct?
Yeah,
That's Dana White's company. Yep. So why now? Why with them out of any other company?
Because right now they are the biggest and the best in the game. And honestly, I'm in the money getting business, and they offering that bag. So I'm trying to get to the bag. That's it.
Hey, okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hey, listen, from a fan, bro, I've always marveled at dominance. I think, you are one of the top tier, top dogs, in the ring right now. From the fans' perspective, I want the right fight at the right time. To me, culturally, where and what is needed to make the Devin Haney fight happen?
I think everything is there. I think all the cards are in the right place. I think it's only one thing that's stopping it so far right now, and then we're waiting on him to vacate his belt. But he sounds like he's committed on vacating his belt. So after he vacates his belt, it's going to be me versus him at a catch weight, and I'm going to beat him.
So hold on. When you say vacate the belt, so some people might not understand what you mean by that. Explain what that means, or what he has to do so this fight can happen to the people that don't know boxing.
Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis is my brother. Like, I got nothing but love and respect for him. We came up with each other, and I rock out with him. So he's the mandatory for Devin belt. So being that he's the mandatory for the title, I don't want to step on his toes and take something from him. Mm-hmm. Rather than and get in the way. So at the end of the day, Devin, it seems like he's committed on vacating the belt and getting out of Keyshawn's way. And since that's the case, me and him can meet at a catch weight. But he's fighting at 147. Yep. I'll fight at 140. So we're not at the same weight class. So now we got to meet in between.
So y'all going like that 144, 145 weight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 144 is a weight that I said and they agreed to.
Yeah. So let's stay right here with belt kind of, what's the word? You have to give up your belt?
Yeah. You have to vacate your belt.
Vacate your belt. Mm-hmm. We've seen this kind of happen with Bud Crawford. Yeah. Being in this industry of boxing, there's so many different divisions. There's so many different weight classes. There's so many different bylaws, fine print, things that the common person would not necessarily know. Yeah. Like, what happens when, and I know you've experienced, getting a belt vacated before, but it's not always the same issue. When I heard Bud talk about, vacating his belts, it was because I'm not paying taxes or I'm paying for certain things. And obviously yours is a little different. Could you educate us with anything, to tie into what you already have mentioned that alludes to belt vacation?
Honestly, when it comes to the belts, I appreciate them. They helped me get to where I'm at, and I appreciate everything they did for me. But like you said, we got to pay fees on the belts. Not only that, I got stripped my last fight for a belt that I fought hard for.
Yeah.
And I went and put all of the hard work in, and they stripped me. And I paid them the money already. So for me, I just feel like it's wrong that they did that to me. So now I kind of look at boxing differently from a standpoint that it's a business, and me and Devin Haney don't need a belt. We don't need a belt on the line for us to be the biggest fight. Everybody gonna tune in just because of the history and the stuff that we got going with our sparring and how big of stars we are. So I'm just way past thinking about, do we need a belt or do we not? I'm at the point where it's like, let the biggest fights happen, and the fights that I've been calling for since a kid in this game. So I'm ready. Like I'm ready for these fights. They're ready for these fights. And T.O., I beat him, and now I want Devin next. So T.O., Devin, I want to just knock all these guys off my list.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Cam, we're deep in the summer now. Are you thriving or simply surviving?
Peggy, I ain't gonna lie to you. Some days I'm surviving. Other days I look at my schedule, man, and it gets so jam-packed.
See, that's the thing though. Summer looks like all vacations and sunshine, but the reality, travel's stacking up, work don't stop, and everybody wants a piece of your time. And that right there, that gets heavy.
It does. And that right there, Peggy, is the reason why you have to build in time for yourself.
Therapy helps with that. It helps you understand what you actually need. Get comfortable setting boundaries and build a summer that actually feels good instead of one that you're just surviving it.
BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform. Over 30,000 therapists, fully licensed, and they've served over 6 million people with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5.
And they do the matching for you. Short questionnaire, they line you up with somebody, and if you're not happy with the fit, you can switch anytime.
You don't have to say yes to everything this summer. You can find support in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/4.
That's betterhelp.com/4.
So real quick, as a boxer, as a person that's in the weeds, in the foxhole, so to speak, what message would you say if you could change anything with the improvements of boxing and the federations and certain bylaws and sanctions? What improvement would you suggest that needs to be implemented for the betterment of the boxers?
One belt. Because if you have 4 belts, you have 4 champions, and people can hide from fighting each other with. They're happy with being a champion. So if you have 1 belt, that means we all line up to fight for that 1 belt. And when we line up to fight for that 1 belt, let's see who come out on top. I feel like when I was an amateur, that's how it used to be. You used to go to the tournament and you be in the same weight class as that guy, and you got to fight the best of the best that's in your weight class. So now I feel like if you have 1 belt, it makes boxing a better sport.
Do that make, I guess, does that allude to people like ducking the smoke, so to speak? Because it's like, you got to kind of search for a fight. And then do people duck you in regards to getting in the ring with you?
For sure. It's easy to hide behind having a belt. If you're a champion and you get to go on TV with your belt, but you're not trying to fight another champion, or it's a promoter or something that's getting away from you fighting another champion, then it's easy to duck somebody. It's easy to duck somebody with fans not even calling you a duck. They probably don't even think that you're a duck by doing what you're doing. So with 1 belt, I feel like it cleans the whole sport up.
Yeah, that's right. Understood. So as we kind of segue into, this sport of boxing, with you in particular, been a fan of how you have been one of the fighters that have brought the skill and the science of boxing back to boxing in a way. What do you say to the fans that say Shakur Stevenson is a boring boxer?
Man, that's a sick statement, man. That's the sickest shit I ever heard. Even if you watch my last fight, like if you pay attention to my last fight, I was coming forward. Teofimo was the one that was on the back foot. Why was he backing up? What's boring at the end of the day, and I can understand it, is when like you watch a basketball game and somebody go up 30 or 40 points. You don't even want to watch the game no more. You'll cut it off and keep it moving. I feel like that's my fights. I'm too dominant. I'm so dominant to where these fights not close. They not thinking I'm losing. Everybody just like, okay, it's no entertainment because I'm not getting hit. You're not seeing me wobble, hurt, or like in bad situations, and that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I don't think that I should be to blame for. I'm definitely ready for adversity. I'm here for it. I wish one day I'm able to show it, but if I'm able to make the fights as easy as possible, then I'm gonna keep doing that. So I think they just gotta tune in and understand the craft and understand the showmanship of what I'm doing. I'm hitting without getting hit, and
Exactly.
I'm mastering it.
So for that point, I think this particular individual has made this abundantly clear and made it an art in its own right. There's two elements of boxing. You hit somebody, and the other element is you don't get hit when they try to throw something. The person that did this better than anybody, arguably of our generation, is Floyd Mayweather. And with the news of everything that Floyd has done, him being an OG in the game, and you hear the whispers of him having financial issues. Mm-hmm. We had the opportunity to talk to Bud Crawford, a person that, you know, has been a businessman in his own right, investing in real estate and certain different things. How do you plan on really dodging those type of hits financially? And what's your success plan, with the funds that you do get for your purchase of boxing?
First off, I'm gonna say I don't believe all of the stuff with Floyd Mayweather. I know Floyd. I don't believe it. But back to me, I feel like with me, it's so much that I can invest into the future of the sport of boxing. It's not just me right now. I'm investing into my little cousin Zaquin Moses coming up, or my young fighter Emmanuel Chance that's coming up, and I just feel like I'm going to make so much money within the sport of boxing when I'm done with boxing to where I'm good. I'm watching guys like Oscar De La Hoya, who was a boxer once, get their own promotional company and invest into what they love and what they do. And for me, I'm too smart. Like I know. Well, I'm not gonna say I'm too smart. That's too much. But I'm smart enough to know that I can make a lot of money within what I know with my knowledge.
But can I ask this question though? And we've all have been fond of the greatness of Floyd Mayweather. We've all seen Floyd Mayweather or Mayweather Promotions as well too. But when you see Golden Boy Promotions, and then when you see a guy like Jake and Logan Paul promoting themselves, why is it that Floyd, doesn't have or hasn't had a succession plan outside of himself succeeding?
I'm not sure. I think when it comes down to that, I feel like it's just about the right people. Like I feel like having like the right people around you is like the main thing. You got to have great business minds around you. You can't just be a one person team. Like it don't work that way. Nobody in the world has success without having the right team surrounded. So I think that probably was one of the main things. But man, I wish that dude nothing but the best. I look up to Floyd Mayweather, and I'm with him. Like I'm with Floyd. So regardless, however it go, he gonna figure it out.
Yes, sir.
Now, Cam said something, and I know we were on time, but you said Jake and Logan Paul. Do you feel like streamers or entertainers or content creators are good for the game of boxing, as you've seen them fight different people coming out of retirement,
getting your bag,
right? Bag. And it's like you true to the sport. How do you feel like that's like good for the game of boxing?
Yo, I seen something now that you're saying this, right? I seen Tim Bradley was one of the ones that said something about that. Like he's like, oh, guys like Shakur gotta watch Jake Paul make 28 million and such and such, and they've been boxing their whole life. Man, I don't pocket watch. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not the guy that's gonna be like, oh, you did this. I do think Jake Paul is good for the sport of boxing. I do think the streamers is good because it brings more eyes into the sport of boxing. So for me personally, that's good for him. He did what he was supposed to do from a business standpoint of where he's at. And like, I'm not into like the, oh shit, you made this much, but I've been doing it. It's cool. I mean, shit, it is what it is. That was your destiny. So you was destined to make that much money. But me, I'm gonna make a lot of money too. So keep tuning in. I'm down with this shit. So
Sure. Hey,
that's
listen,
how
I
I look at it.
want to ask this question as we kind of move off Bud real quick. Do you think, knowing him like you know him, do you think he's actually retired?
I think he gotta do stuff to like keep his brain active and like he's just so competitive. Like, yeah, I do think he's strong minded enough to stay retired. But I think like now for me, because I want him to stay retired. I got real like love for him. Like I done seen his hard work through the years. So for me, I would say he just need to do something to keep himself active. I see him with the commentary. It looked good. I don't know if it's like
But that ain't him.
though.
That ain't.
He like to like be active and doing shit. So like he got to just figure out something that's going to do something and be active in that way.
Hey, listen, as we talk about the main fights happening, once again, this is a fan question that I have observing the sport. To me, Devin Haney needs to happen yesterday.
For sure.
To me, Ryan Garcia Shakur needs to happen yesterday. To me, a Gervonta Tank Day, like all these fighters are a little heavier, a little, smaller. How do we keep the excitement of anticipation of these type of big draw fights happening that the fans want to see?
Honestly, how I look at it is, right, how you just named like bigger, smaller on the guys. Me and Tank just posted our weight not too long ago, right? Mm-hmm. He said that I'm not the same size as him. He thought that I was bigger than I actually was. So when we posted our weight, we was both the same size. So for me personally, me and Tank is actually the same size fighter. I'm probably a little taller than he is, but we're the same size. We make the most sense when it comes to like fighting each other. Mm-hmm. But I'm a guy that I take risks. I'm a risky guy. Like I enjoy like the thrill of like everything that come with this shit. So yeah. I don't mind fighting the Devin Haney's and the Ryan Garcias, even though they're bigger than me. Like I'm cool with that shit. Come in 20 pounds bigger on fight night and I beat you. I'm going to be in a different category like where I'm at. Like I'm number one pound for pound. So, yeah, these fights probably should have been happening when we was all the same size. I felt like, but I was never really at 135 pounds. So the blame more so was on them because they was all at that weight class. Yeah. And when I got to that weight class, I felt like I wanted the biggest fights. I always wanted the biggest fight. And I still stand here today telling y'all like, let's make these fights happen, and I'm all down for it. So,
man, my last question is this, and I pray this over anybody, especially in the boxing world. Devastating news a couple years ago which happened to Ricky Hatton. Certain things, and we don't talk about this enough with mental health. Yeah. It has been thrusted, in front of the limelight these last couple of months with Dean the Great and Adrian Bronner and Adrian being so vulnerable and vocal about, yo, bro, I'm back. Mm-hmm. Do you have a plan in place, bro, that you protect your mental throughout it all? Because you can't tell me that every boxer doesn't protect their O. But when that O is gone, there's a level of disappointment that they put on themselves. My question is, how do you handle your mental health? Are you actively in pursuit of different practices? What do you do to maintain a steady mind?
This is easy for me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I keep the right people around me. I keep my family around me that's like I love and I got genuine love for, and they got genuine love for me. They're not scared to tell me the truth or when I'm lacking or anything that it comes. So when I'm close by my daughter and my future wife, I'm good. Like my mental health is straight. Like I deal with my problems with them and we all get it together within each other. So I think it just comes down to having the right people around you. When it comes down to your mental health, if you don't got the right people around you, you're gonna be fucked up when it comes down to that. So I think I'm definitely sharp. on my part.
Man, it's good to hear, man. Shakur, bro, appreciate your time, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you, man. Much love and success in your future endeavors, dog. And don't let this be the last time you pop up on 4th and 1, big dog. Appreciate you.
I got y'all. I appreciate y'all too.
All right, bro. Peace.